What's up everyone, Brian here again, and in this video we're going to be looking at Offlane Earthshaker. So for my starting build, I like to go for 2 clarities and a boost speed if I know I'm going to be having a difficult lane versus say like a tri-lane. And this game I basically looked at their lineup and I saw, okay, well, Savannah is obviously going to be a support, Jakiro is going to be a support, and then either Storm or SF is going to be their safe laner. So I was like, alright, I'm just going to be getting my boots. It's actually a really good build. You'll see why in a little bit, just because you can kind of use the boot's mobility with Enchant Totem to really just move around the lane and get CS. So right here we're going for this fight. I'd get a decent block in, but they're all here, so I'm not really able to do too much.
The battle begins.
I probably could have gotten the rune there, but I decided to just play it safe and run away. This isn't actually that big of a deal. I see that they're still chasing those 4. Like, this is actually kind of crazy. So I'm going to be going for a block here. Maybe I can block them off and make them waste more time. So I see Jakiro and Storm running up. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to block you guys off. I'm going to be able to get a pretty free lane top. And let's talk about this build again. So if I was going to be say 1v1 and I knew I was going to be 1v1, then I would be going for like a shield and like a double tango +1 clarity build, because that's just going to be a better build for 1v1 obviously. But the boost build isn't even that bad for 1v1 either, as I said, because you get that that extra mobility, so you can get in and out between last hits with Enchant Totem without taking as much harass. So I blocked them off still, and they're still coming back to the lane. So I have like a semi-free lane, but okay, so that block that I originally did to stop the Jakiro and the Storm, if they weren't running like that, I would have just blocked the creeps, and then I would have had the creeps near my tower, and I still would have been able to get a lot of EXP and some farm. Like, that's basically the idea as Offlane Earthshaker. You want to be blocking the creep wave, but this game I didn't have to do it because of the situation that occurred. So we have this pause. Back. Alright, so I'm getting harassed back and everything. And at this point I see, okay, so Storm is actually going to be doing a good job of keeping lane equilibrium. So this means I'm gonna have to block the creep wave to get it pushed back. And you might be thinking like, okay, how is this actually going to be pushing it back? My creeps are still up there fighting. Well, the thing is, his extra creep wave hit my creep wave just beforehand, so it's going to be pushing into here. So whenever the lane does get closer to their tower, you just want to be going for those blocks. You can get your lane just right back here. So I'm getting almost free XP. He's getting just the denies in, but this is a tri-lane, and the idea is you basically just want to be getting XP. So I'm going for another block here. I want the lane to be pushed back. I don't really know if Jakiro is chain pulling to the hard camp. If he's chain pulling to the hard camp, then I'll just leech EXP from there. If he's pulling the easy camp, then I know that's probably going to be a single pull, so it'll be pushing back into my tower anyways. I see that's 2 minutes. I know the Savannah's there. I know Jakiro's pulling, so I'm just going to be going and getting the rune, either camping it or taking it. I decided to take it. And I see, alright, SF is kind of low too. Maybe we can get something done. Like, I'm Earthshaker, offlane, and this is it's actually another reason why he's just so powerful in the offlane. You can get these really easy rotations in. So got that kill. Going back up top now. I see that my lane is going to be pushing in, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, the way I really like to play offlane Earthshaker is a little bit different than probably most people. A lot of people probably like going more so into Enchant Totem and using that to be aggressive, but I like to just get Fissure. It's mostly just because I know I'm against a tri-lane, so with this Fissure build I can be a lot more useful. If I was 1v1, I would be going for the extra enchant build as well, just to maybe get like a solo kill, just dominate the CS more. But since it's a difficult lane, I'm going to be going just for like kind of like a normal support build, kind of. I'm going to be going in between actually. I'm going to be leveling up my Fissure, maybe one more level, and then alternate between Aftershock and Enchant Totem, just so I get the benefit of a leveled up Fissure, but also the potential for a solo kill if I get a good blink timing, which is what you want as an offlane Earthshaker. And it's actually surprisingly easy to get. Like, this hero is really powerful in the offlane. If you're trying to grind MMR and you get the offline roll, I actually recommend this hero. He's really good. So I'm getting zoned back. It's not a big deal. I'm going in and out between the wave, getting some CS. I'm at 5 at 4 minutes versus tri-lane, which is it's so-so. But I have been getting a lot of EXP. That's the most important thing. I have level 2 Fissure, I have 1 Aftershock, and 1 Enchant Totem. So I was pulling it back. I'm getting some pretty decent CS here now, so I just got those 2. I also threw out the Fissure in a way that harassed him as well. You want to be, every time you go up for like those double CS Fissures, you want to try and do your best to angle it, to line it up with an enemy hero to do some harass back on them. So I see it's coming underneath my tower, and with Enchant Totem I can basically get every last hit. So I see that it's gonna be 2 hits. I can maybe hit this once. I miss it. Not a big deal. Let's see if I get this. Nope, I am bad. But that's alright. So I see the pull. Maybe I can get some EXP. Maybe I can farm this. That would be really awesome. If I throw the Fissure now, I'll be able to get a lot. I just got a decent chunk of creeps right there. I'm gonna go in for the skeleton as well. Why not? So I'm level 5 now, almost 6. At this point, I'm actually really scary. Like, I'm going to be out leveling the storm almost. I am out. Yeah, I will be. I'll probably hit 6 before the storm, and at that point, versus a lot of the times in these pub games, actually, you can just kind of like get the EXP, just throw some Fissures for some CS, get whatever CS comes underneath the tower, and then you can go for a solo kill on their carry. It's insane. It's insanely fun. It's really good. And Earthshaker's been being picked a lot in a competitive game as an offlaner recently too. I think it's because of a lot of the support heroes that are being picked aren't really great zoners, and there's a lot of junglers too, like Enigma, Chen, so you can get away with this really easily. But versus really tough lanes, like say like a Disruptor, Witch Doctor type of lane, where you have the pullback, you have a good stun, or maybe like a Disruptor Venge lane. Offlane Earthshaker probably isn't going to get anything, but that's going to be really rare, those type of lanes. Like a melee carry plus a range support, and like a fairly mediocre carry in this game, in this case, you can get away with it. Like 90% of the time you're going to be able to get away with Offlane Earthshaker. It's just really good. So I'm taking some harass, not a big deal. I really just want to hit my 6, and then maybe I can go for a solo kill. I see that he's low, so I'm just playing it back. I want to play back, and I don't want him to know that I'm going to be hitting 6, because I want to go up and walk to him, but I need to wait for my wave. And he's also going to be 6, so he's going to have an escape if he sees me walking up to him. Do my best to last hit here. 21 CS for an offlane right now, pretty decent. Their supports kind of went roaming after a while, just because they knew that they couldn't zone me out of EXP. I'm not. I mean, they've been pulling as well, but yeah. I like going treads before my blink, and sometimes I like to get a full wand, a fully upgraded wand as well. It just lets you battle a lot better. And camping runes with this hero is also insanely easy, just because you have Fissure. So some people like going for the bottle build. I mean not the bottle build, the soul ring build. But that's okay, I guess. But I just like the bottle build because it gives me that extra sustain, and then I can camp runes always, just really reliably. So if I get like an invis, like a haste, I'm going to be getting that extra boost of regen relative to the soul ring if I'm able to fill my bottle up consistently. Some games you can actually ferry the bottle on the courier if your team doesn't really necessarily need it for a while. Sometimes when I'm playing, if I don't get the rune because the enemy is doing a good job of camping it, or maybe my mid needs it, I will just continuously ferry it just a little bit, and throw out some fissures for some CS. Just gonna skip through this pause. I don't know what Ember is saying. Spamming all chat. Okay. So let's go back. See what just happened here. So it's still paused. Unpausing. Yeah, this is actually insane. People really underestimate this hero's damage. So I don't have enough mana, but I pop the rune instantly. I'm bottling up, and then I get enough mana for figure. So a pretty simple kill. I guess that's just a huge mistake on his part, but you'll find a lot of the times you're going to be getting these silly kills. You might be like, oh, okay, these opponents are awful, but a lot of people just don't know the power of like a core style Earthshaker. I don't even have that much form, but just the levels on this hero is insane. So I have my treads. I'm going to be carrying 2 TPs because I want to TP to lane, and I still want to have a TP once the cooldown is up, so I can maybe go somewhere else. Because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the side shot, for example, to get another one. So I bought 2 out of the base, timing my enchant there to get the CS. So lane is pushing. They're kind of all missing. I do see them bot now, so I'm gonna go be kind of like. Do I want to stay up here and farm? Do I run mid or maybe into their jungle and maybe kill SF? I'm like, alright. I'm just going to stay top. Just going to play it safe. Try and farm my dagger. This was a solo queue game, by the way. I think the Storm Pain, he's actually on the team that got second in the American Open qualifiers. This team. So, pretty decent Storm player. So I don't have my ulti right now, so I cannot go for a solo kill. I'm watching mid, seeing what's happening. I don't have a TP, so I'm kind of just walking over. I don't know how long the battle's going to be going on. I will have my TP up soon, so let's see if I can get something done. I'm going to be TPing. Hopefully I can stun both of them. That would be amazing. Okay, he got good chains. Did we get the kill though? Nope, pretty much a waste of rotation. But that'll happen. A regen though. I see that Ember has 2 bottle charges, so I'm like, alright, you can go bottom. But Doom ends up stealing it from... The rocket is going out. Let's see if we can get anything done. Maybe I can time my fissure. Nope. I actually should have waited, because I knew he was going to be going towards the rocket. I could have waited until he landed and then maybe fissure. Maybe we could have gotten a kill. Probably not, but misplay on my end there. So I'm slowly going towards my my blink. But yeah, this game I decided to go for the full magic wand. He just warded, so that's a really nice ward actually. Gonna be able to see any rotations. Maybe we can get like a kill if something comes up. Now we're gonna be diving pretty deep here. I do need to back out though. Yeah. This looks like a bad fight. This looks like a really bad fight now. SF comes out as well. Maybe without the SF I might have been able to live because I had fissure up. But that's 4. Those 2 deaths aren't really that bad. Just because we get so much vision, it's wasting a lot of their time. We still have Ember farming mid. We're getting the kill. We're going to be getting the kill on this event, so not too bad. And I'm coming back up. Hopefully I can do something. Maybe throw out a fissure. Maybe we can get a Lena stun right here. No, but he does miss the chain.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So it's a pretty bad rotations by me thus far. But that will happen. Once you get your blank, that's when things start to go up. There's a lot of pauses this game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
This is so funny. There's just so many stuns for the SF. It's gonna be hard for him to get his ulti off this game without a BKB. We have Doom, we have Earthshaker has a lot of stuns. Ember can make a SF cast his ulti and then chain him right before it finishes, and he has to recast. Lean obviously has a stun. So it's a really hard game for the Shadow Fiend actually. But at this point, I'm just gonna start farming in the jungle. Earthshaker actually farms jungle pretty fast, especially with this alternating build I went for. Farms pretty fast in the jungle. I mean, obviously he clears lane creeps quite quick as well. So we have the mech on SF. Maybe we can get some towers and then accelerate my blink timing. That would be really awesome.
Missing middle.
So I'm just really looking for any openings at this point. See a battle going on bot. Just trying to help my carry.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
Even though I'm a
bottom
core
tower is under
and I want to be
attack.
focusing on farming my blink, this hero just has such great long range support
Dire's
with Fissure
top tower
that
is under attack.
he's kind of like in between a support and a core if you go for the offline build. The offline role, I should say. Kind of wasting time, but I do see that there's a rocket. He's kind of running in. Oh, here's the... Yep. So got a decent Fissure. And that's 2 kills. That's so much damage from both me and Gyro. Man, this do you see how much damage this hero puts out? Like, people do not expect it. Like, you might be like, okay, these players are playing really silly, but... Like, that Timber tried to man up on me, but... These are 6K players, they don't expect it. Yeah, it's just insane. But I do have my blink now, and even though I'm not full mana, I want to be getting active with it. So get the kill there. I actually could have stunned towards SF. Maybe we could have got him, but kind of in the heat of the moment thing, got tunnel vision. But that's okay. Got the kill anyways. So yeah, things are looking up pretty well.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I tried to give Ember my bottle because he came back. He had the fountain buff on him, but his inventory was full. So once you get your blink, you just want to be controlling the map. You kind of want to stop farming just a little bit, but not completely. Earthshaker still can carry extremely well late game, surprisingly, but his map control abilities are also extremely strong, so you want to be utilizing them to create space for your team. So I'm just farming. I don't really see much happening. You don't want to force things, okay? Like, I see a lot of players, they'll be getting ahead like this, and then they'll just like kind of stay out in the map, maybe on their side, but they're not really doing anything. If they're not farming much to begin with, then what you want to be doing is you want to be holding back your aggression and taking more farm on the map. So you're getting like a relative gold advantage to your team. So I'm second in now. Okay, so we're actually losing out a little bit on gold. On EXP is about that even, but it's a pretty close game overall. So I'm opening up with my blink and just pounding into him. Ember cancels the Jakiro abilities. So got a battle going out. I want to be stunning the storm. I do not have my ulti right now. I don't have I have my Fissure just came up, so I'm gonna be blinking and using that. I have my chain. I'm gonna be using it. We have the Doom on the SF. This is really nice. This is looking like a really good fight. I'll have Fissure up in 6 seconds. I want to be getting a blink in and hitting them. Maybe I can Fissure him and then ulti him and then enchant totem. So a really nice fight. That was a really good example of just what Earthshaker brings to the team with a blink this early, and just like treads and a wand, just some good stat items. And okay, another thing that I haven't really been pointing out is whenever I'm using enchant totem, I'm always on agility. I mean, intelligence treads, and then I swap to strength just for that extra damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, so pretty common stuff, but I'm sure some players will be wondering why. Or not be wondering why, but like I just want to point it out. So as you can see, I have S and Y in my quick buy. I like going for this if I'm dominating. You get the extra speed to run around the map. You can get solo kills a lot easier. It doesn't really add too much damage in terms of your enchant totem, because your enchant totem is actually just your base damage. S and Y doesn't give you that much strength. But I have enough raw damage with treads on top of the S and Y, and I'm just so far ahead that I don't really need that damage. With the S and Y and the blink, I should be able to kill Jakiro solo without my ulti, and maybe this event solo without my ulti. So, it'd be really sick. And then on top of the mobility, I'd be able to help my team quicker when they need it. So I'm going to be stacking the Ancients. We're going to be having a pretty big stack. Ember's been having a really difficult game, which is to be expected against a Storm, and SF is also pretty good. So I see Storm just kind of farming out. I'm like, alright, can we do something here? Is it possible? But I try to go for a Sun. I miss. Yeah, I actually can solo kill that Storm though, which is actually insane without my ultimate. Without my ultimate, it's actually really scary to think about. I'm level 15. Storm is 12. And if she has 1,000 HP, and I can still solo kill him if I get my full, if I have enchant totem up, and then I blink in, hit him, and then enchant totem, and then fissure. Or actually, the better combo is you want to be using enchant totem, and then fissuring from range to stun them, and then blinking on top of them, and hitting them. So I'm getting stunned up. Not too big of a deal. I am Orchided, so I kind of want to run. Majority of their damage is to the right. I do not want to be taking damage with the Orchidon. I run through the chakra there, on mistake, but it doesn't matter. So I see. Okay, see, this is the thing. SF thinks he's safe, just because there's a fight going on top, which you can kind of think like that, but like you need to be seeing these type of things, and you need to be punishing them. You need to be extremely quick on your TPs. If I TP like a second later, and I didn't tell the lane to TP, we probably wouldn't have gotten that kill, and SF would have just gotten away with the extra farm, the extra tower damage put on. Alright, so I'm going to be getting the bounty rune here. Hopefully I stack this. I want to be stacking this as well. I want as many stacks as possible for my Ember to take. Maybe the Gyro can help the Ember take the stack as well. So I get the stack off. Going back to base, don't really have much. Buying my full S and Y, and now I put BKB in my quick buy. So BKB is absolutely core at some point on this hero. You can kind of just BKB, jump in, and constantly get off a bunch of stuns. You're probably gonna be able to get off 2 fissures in a fight, and multiple enchant totems, at least 4, maybe 5, over the course of a fight, maybe even more, depending on the time in the game and how much damage your team has. You just want to stay alive, get out the stuns, get out your burst damage. This hero is just really strong in that regard. Strong disabler, beefy, high damage output. Going for a blink stun. It doesn't look like we'll be able to get him though, even though the rocket's going. But maybe that forces some rotations and does force them back. But Doom is going on in still. He has a Shadow Blade with speed. He ends up getting him, so pretty clean kill there. I see the bounty rune when I want to take it. I'm bottling up my Doom just because I have full mana. I'm going to be refilling my bottle anyways, so I'm just trying to be as efficient as possible. So Jakiro kind of just runs in. I guess they don't have wards at this point, so they have to kind of take those risks. Storm is kind of snowballing though. He's a good player, so it's to be expected. And Ember has been having an atrocious game, obviously. So TPing mid, get the farm in. I see SF again. Maybe I can just blink on him and kill him.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, so I go on him. Gyro's using his ultimate, and this guy's just gonna be dead. Yeah. So just farming it up. I see my team is probably going to be engaging soon. I don't really have much mana, so I don't even want to fight. I'm telling them at this point, like, let's just back off. I'm really just not prepared to fight at the moment.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Buying 2 TPs as always. I like buying 2 TPs for the reasons I mentioned before.
Radiant's
But
bottom
I think
tower
you should
is
always have
under
2 TPs
attack.
throughout the entire game as well.
Radiant's bottom tower
So we've seen
has fallen.
the Jakiro. He pops his Shiva as a good vision, and I don't know, that Doom really wasn't necessary. I'm not sure why he used it, but that's alright. I am still smoked, and I know that you're gonna be getting Jakiro without me. So it's like, why go down there? Maybe I can go look for a kill mid, but the creep wave. Seven got the creep wave before I was able to get there. So I'm just gonna pop the smoke, push this lane out, get some farm. Really, you just want to be getting into my BKB. Once I get my BKB, I can just go in, even get like a 1 or 2 man ulti, and still just win the fight. Like, it doesn't even really matter at that point. At that point, I'm gonna be such a force against their heroes. They don't have anything that really goes through BKB other than just a lot of physical damage from SF and maybe Seven.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But SF went for the mech build and he's going to BKB. He's not gonna have any damage. So I'm pretty much going to be invincible when I have my BKB on. Alright, so I'm being patient. You want to be patient in the back. I want to be getting a blink ult. Yes, I want to be blink ulting Storm. I don't care if it's just one hero. I want to be killing the Storm. It's just the biggest threat right now.
Radiant's top tower.
Everyone else is just so tiny. So I got a 3 or 4 man enchant totem right there. And then a 4 man fissure as well. So just so much disable coming out from my team. And I'm going to have my blink up again. I have my SNY so I can chase him down. SNY plus blink. Maybe I can get a slow here.
Dire's middle tower
Into another enchant totem.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Maybe he can juke me out, perhaps. I know that he's stunned around the corner though. There we go. So I just blinked right on top of him and clicked A. And then towards his direction. He can't juke that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Alright, so we got a 5-man wipe. At this point,
Dire's bottom tower is
our
under
goal
attack.
as a team should actually be just getting Roshan, getting up our core, finishing up our core items. I want to be finishing on my BKB. Maybe we can get the new boots, plated greaves, and then maybe Vlad's. Okay, so that was a really silly death.
You had your warning.
Just out farming for really no reason, just being greedy. I wanted that camp, and then I wanted to TP back, but obviously the storm punished me. So yeah. Ember is still struggling. 90 CS only. 4-9. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. His deaths have actually been creating a lot of space, so yeah. I was actually telling him to just go Lincolns this game, just so we can continuously use Sleight of Fist and Searing Chains in the fight to just disable him. Because with a Battle Fury, the Storm or anyone on their team can kill him, honestly. Just by themselves, or force him out of the fight. If he has like a Lincoln's, he can put it on himself, be safe from the Storm disables, or more safe. You can get off more disables for the fight. So simple kill on the Storm as well with the Doom and Viz. So I see 2 of them right here. I have my blink up. I'm kind of in range. Hopefully I can get him. So wow, just so much damage. I do decide to ulti him. Just blow my entire load. Kind of blocked myself off here though. So I'm like, alright, let's just go Roche, guys. And then I over blink. So I get the blink disable. So if for anyone that doesn't know, if you blink farther, if you click the blink farther than blink actually allows, it actually punishes you and gives you like 4/5 of the distance or something like that. I don't know the exact mechanics, but if you go over the max distance, if you go over the max distance, you only blink like 4/5 of the range. So they are zoning us out. The Jakiro Macropyre. It's kind of dangerous fighting them, but they're so weak. Like we just kind of dominated them in a fight. A good gyro ult, searing chains, triple fissure. They really can't do much. You can see the SF calling GG at this point. SF has a lot. I guess that's his CS.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Pretty low CS game across the board, actually. 190 on SF. I guess it's not too bad considering the game. We're just kind of hunting him, constantly killing him.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So I get my illusion rooms. I'm just gonna be splitting them out to scout. The alternative would be to use those illusions to tank, but I'm just gonna push them down lanes, scout them out. I see 2 with them. So I'm like pinging the tower. I'm like, all right, guys, let's just try to end this game. Like, end this game as much as we can. This tower should be going down without a contest. I'm microing the illusion in front of the tower, just in case they come out, and maybe I can get like a fissure and stop them from engaging. Then we can take the tower, and then we fight. Something like that. Always use your illusions. Do not let them idle around the map. Obviously, sometimes it will be literally, idle. Kind of just standing around. If you do put them out for good scouting locations, but don't like leave them on your side of the map, like in a jungle camp if you're farming or something. Just try and do your best to not forget about them. It can really help you in the game. So I get the fissure just in time when the SF is DPing out. Pretty much a free kill, but he has to do what he can at this point to just push the lanes out, try and create some space, try to get some farm so they can actually fight high ground. Like, you kind of have to be making those deaths, like those death pushes, honestly, when you're this far behind. You can't just be sitting in your base and letting the enemy team completely control the map, the towers, the farm. You have to be doing things like those. So sometimes in like competitive games, you'll see like good carry players just kind of like go out on the map, go on the lanes, and just kind of like die. It looks dumb. It looks like they're kind of just like throwing, but like their entire team agrees as a whole that that's like their best course of action. So sometimes you'll see like a Lycan just pushing his body out into a lane, farming the lane, and then it ends up like just dying after like an ulti. But he buys a lot of time, pushes the lane in.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So pretty easy push. We have plated Greaves. No, we don't have plated Greaves, but we do have Mech and Vlad. So this Mech and Vlad are so good all game, to be honest. Just armor, HP regen, lifesteal. You really want those 2 items when you're going for a base push. The plated Greaves are actually the new boots are actually insanely strong as well. So just blinking in. We didn't take the range right, so this is kind of a throw by me. Don't really know why I'm staying around this long. I guess I feel like the game is just completely over, but maybe I can blink on top of this event, stun him, kill him. I just do a lot of damage at this point, but Storm is there to clear me up. The Doom has him? No. So let's fast forward this a little bit. Maybe we can get like another Roshan and just guarantee the victory. So Storm misses a killing guy over there, uses all his mana. I don't know why he's like bugging out. That looks kind of cool, I guess. After the SNY and the BKB, I like going for Heart because the way Enchanted Totem actually works. As I said before, it's based on your base damage, which is like your strength. So your main attribute. So Heart gives you a lot of strength. It's really good for Enchanted Totem. Makes me beefier, so I can stay alive more, get more Enchanted Totems off. It's a great item on Earthshaker. I guess Eye of Scotty is pretty good too, but doesn't really give you much strength, but it does give you some agility. So make your DPS a little bit higher when you're not using your Enchanted Totem. Obviously, it gives you a nice disable, a nice attack speed and move speed flow. Scotty's just an all-around good item too. I'd say Eye of Scotty is probably equal with Heart on Earthshaker at this point, but since we are going high ground, I'm like, alright, screw it, I'm just gonna be getting Heart. The regen is really nice. So Doom pops his BKB. I'm like, alright, let's just back the hell off. Wait for a Roshan. But there's a fight breaking out here. Yeah, I'm just pretty big at this point. I can kind of do whatever I want in these fights. Storm is doing a good job to keep his team in the game, though. Ember goes for the scout, but there's nobody there. Storm is kind of just doing his best to buy time, but like we're just kind of being dumb for actually going for him. We just need to be hitting the rack. He doesn't do enough damage to take us all down. He has to continuously zip around as well. If he gets stunned once, he will die. So I have my BKB up. I almost have my Heart. Rosh should be up soon. Wow, that's a long Rosh respawn time.
That's exact.
So I have my Heart now. Pretty cool.
Here now.
So Roshan is up, I'm pinging him like, alright, let's just take this. We can probably just end the game with this. We're just so big at this point. Oh yeah, we have a huge, pretty sizable lead. So we have a base fight going on. I took the Aegis because just having an Aegis on Earthshaker is actually pretty strong, just because I can put out so many stuns for my team. And I'm so beefy at this point, they had to deal with me. Oh, just so much damage, really.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
1,000 damage. 1,000 damage with Enchanted Totem on. With the Vlads as well. So not only do I have a lot of just base damage, also the Vlad's on top of it to increase it further. So yeah, Vlad is great. Always make sure someone gets it on your team, especially with the most recent patch, where you get Lifestyle your range shares as well. It's just an amazing item. Like, you should always have it in that 30 minutes. Just like I think you should always have Plated Greaves now too. Just both those items are so good. Maybe they're both too strong actually. Challenge complete. I was actually doing my Earthshaker challenge with this game. But yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I recommend you play some offlane Earthshaker if you get the offlane role in your games. Just play it safe, get your levels, play back. You'll get your blink eventually, and once you do, you'll just be a menace. And even with a bad blink time, you're still Earthshaker, you're still going to be doing a lot for your team. You can do some supporting as well. So, thanks for watching guys. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, go ahead and subscribe. I really appreciate it. See you later.